Everybody, welcome back to Blapper Platypus is the name. Today, we're talking about Phoebe and her persona Uranus, also known as You, Me, Sheena. We're going to talk about it. This is the first supporter, what are they called? The first navigator that they're adding to the game since launch, although they're called elucidators in this. Also, this is the first navigator they're adding, but also this is, the first 5-star navigator they're adding. So she should be coming to the game in about a week of this going live. At the 1.4 update is when I think she is going live. And again, my understanding is that she will be added to the standard banner. Is it after 6 months? Is it at the 6 month? It's not 100% clear if they're going to change anything yet. As of now, I'm expecting her to come to the standard banner at the 6-month anniversary and not 6 months after she releases. So you may not know, but she is already in the game as our new social link. She is the bartender. You see her. It's actually a really crazy cool animation just for her thing, right? Just juggling. They didn't have to do it in that kind of animation. They could have just done it through text, but it is kind of cool that they actually let you see like her juggling or whatever. So that's fun. But yeah, let's kind of talk about her. I'll give you my ideas on how good I think she's going to be. And if I think you should pull for her, we'll do another video if I actually get her and I could actually use her. Because these are going to be preliminary thoughts based off imperfect information. But again, I've played the game enough to kind of have an idea by reading the character. I could predict if they're going to be good or not. So here we go. First, her A0. She is an ace bartender. Whenever an ally attacks with persona skills, highlight, or Thurgy, I honestly don't know what this is. I assume that this is just like maybe it's their gun attack. But point is, if you're using persona skills or using highlight skills, or even a follow-up, you're going to gain a flavor equal to that element. So if you do if and does a fire attack, you're going to gain a flavor. Start mixing when you have 3 flavor to make different cocktails based on flavor, up to 3 total cocktails. So each ally can only give 1 flavor until the start of the next turn. So this is going to be, well, let's read about it. So if you get 3 different elements, so you do wind, lightning, fire, you are going to get a rough mix. If you get 2 fire and a lightning, you're going to get 2 of the same element, then you get a premium mix. And if you do all the same element, fire, 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 you get the premium deluxe. So the goal is premium deluxe, meaning these are just strictly the best, the middle, and the worst, and by far the worst. So, but also you can consume the cocktails when using skills to boost their effects, and you restore 6 SP to allies when consuming a cocktail. So she is designed for mono element teams. Basically, you're not going to want to mix her with other elemental characters unless you're doing something along the lines of, I don't know, let's say that you get you're using a Leon to buff the damage of Joker, but you're really attacking it with Joker, Rin, and maybe Wonder a little bit with like White Rider. That is fine. That is going to be doing 3 elements of the same, and even though Leon is nuclear, he's not actually dealing the damage, so then you will be fine there, and he shouldn't mess with the flavor at all, because you want a pure flavor of the 3 of the same element. So that is her thing. She's a monocolored support unit. Monocolor, I was thinking of Magic Gathering. A mono element support unit. And she'll obviously be on the side there. And then she is going to get this stuff. But none of this actually does anything yet, right? I don't know if these are going to have individual effects. I know that they affect skills. I don't know if these will have, like, when consumed, do something. It's not clear yet. But let's keep that in mind. Let's go to her first skill here. So, Sultry Drunkenness. Increase all allies' attack by 8%. Up to 5,000 attack. I assume, based on 8% of her attack, I assume it's up to 5,000 of her attack. It's kind of weird, right? I don't think she's going to boost their attack by 5,000. I think if she has 5,000 attack, they are going to get 8% of this 5,000. So if 50 would be 1%, so it would be 400 attack, right? That makes more sense to me. Then when using the skill, you consume a cocktail, only ever one. If you have any, then you do the highest level one possible. Premium, the deluxe, the mix, and the rough, and increase the effect by 120%, 100%, or 50%. So again, if you have the medium one here, that's just baseline. That's 100%. If you use the rough mix, you're getting 50% effectiveness. It says it increases the effect by 50%, so it implies that it would do more than the baseline, but it's not really. you're actually just getting a worse version of this skill. And then you get a straight up 20%, right, more above the premium mix. So it's not like you need the premium deluxe every single time to get the most out. Like, it will get the most out of it, but the 100% is not like that far off. If you make a mistake, you don't need to feel like you've ruined everything. But if you do the other mix here, the rough mix, that could be rough, to say the least. So you get 120% bonus on this. And I don't know if that means it actually is just a 20% increase bonus, or if it is 120%. It's kind of hard to say, because a 120% would bring this up to like what, 16, 18%, something like that. Whereas is this increasing by 100% where it goes from 8 to 16, or is it just saying this is 100% of this effect, so it's the normal effect? I don't really know yet, but the point is, it's actually a decent amount of attack. It's on a 6 action cooldown AoE. It's fine. It doesn't blow me away. I actually kind of, I'll be honest, I kind of dislike the skill because I don't like that it consumes the cocktail, because you're going to want to get 3 or 4 cocktails if you have her max awaken. Probably 3 cocktails for her third effect here. But she does have a 4 action support skill here. Increase 1 ally's damage dealt every 250 attack, gives 1% damage dealt up to 5,000 attack. So what? So 10%, 20. You can get up, if she has 5,000 attack, you're getting 20% damage dealt. And increase their max HP by 13% for 2 turns, and they restore 2% damage as HP when dealing damage for 1 turn. So this actually could be like a support character is not going to get healed, but like Joker could probably just max heal this, right? But what is really cool about this, one, it's a 4 action, so it's pretty quick. Then you consume a rough mix or a premium mix, so one of your worst drinks, one of your 2 worst drinks, into the premium mix. So this doesn't actually generate a cocktail, but it will turn a bad cocktail into a better cocktail. So this is something that you probably don't want to use a ton, but I actually could see you using this in between using unparalleled drink triggers, basically. But so I mean, this is a nice little thing, right? It's like an SOS heal in case you need it. It's still not going to be as good as Puppet for survivability, but it is more than the other Elucidator who does the elemental affinities, right? Unparalleled drink. You consume all cocktails. So you can remember, you could hold up to 3. This is a 5-star character, so you can at A6 you can get 4, but honestly, it just doesn't matter. I think at this point, just assume that 3 is going to be your cap. So you're going to consume ideally 3, 1, 2, or 3, based on the main target's element. Meaning, if you target someone with a different element than the whatever element you target, this is what it's going to buff. But you're probably on a mono elemental team anyway, is what it sounds like to me. So I don't think that necessarily matters. But it means if you bring that Leon, don't accidentally target Leon as your main target. That's all. Each consumed premium deluxe, premium mix, or rough drink triggers the following effect at 120, 150% respectively. So if you get 3 of these, it's all going to trigger at 120%. And what is the actual effect here? What are you actually doing? You increase all allies' elemental damage. Every 250 attack is 1%, same as here, up to 5,000 attack. This is 20% if you have 5,000 attack. So increase all allies' elemental damage by 20% for 2 turns. Then the main target gets 1.2 times more of a damage bonus. So if we pull out a calculator here, what's really cool here is, right, so it's 20% times 1.2, right, times plus the 120. So it's actually 24%. You do this times 3, right? So everyone is going to be doing, if you have 3 of the premium deluxes, everyone is going to be doing 72% more elemental damage of the elemental chosen. So it's curse, you're doing more curse. It's fire, you're doing more fire. And then the main target, I believe it's going to be added at the end here. We do another 1.2. So I could be wrong, but I believe the main target will get an 86% increase of damage, and then your other characters will get 72%. So that is a pretty big AoE deal here. Is it actually broken? The answer is I'm not sure, because I mean it's hard to say, because you're comparing this to other elucidators. Compared to the other elucidators, is that what it's called, elucidator? It seems powerful in that sense, because I'm like, oh, this is like having Rin. Rin just increases their damage taken by like 100%, but she takes an actual like real on the board slot, whereas this takes a buffer slot. So that's pretty good, because your only thing you're competing against is like the damage dealing one, and I believe her damage dealing one is pretty good. It's like she doesn't increase stats that much, but she does increase your final damage output by like 1.5. But I still feel like this could be pretty darn good. Also, she does have 2 passives here. This one doesn't matter too much. It just gives her, you're going to get an early mocktail or whatever, a cocktail. But this one is actually pretty good. Stir. After adding an ally to the team, increase that elemental damage by 4%. So what this implies to me is that you're going to get 12%, maybe 16% if it's counting Wonder, if you do all the same element on the team. So that would make everyone do that much more damage just straight up. So at the end of the day, this character seems really good for a mono elemental team, but she doesn't seem so much better from the other elucidator we have currently. Maybe she is, and she's kind of cool. She's got a gimmick going on, but honestly, to me, this feels like a pretty easy skip. Now, I haven't actually gotten her yet and played with her and been able to feel the power that she brings. But the thing is, it's just like wanting to be on almost a monocolor team. Like, you don't need it, right? You could do 3 different ones and get the rough mixes and then use this, the colorful supplement, to change the rough mixes into the premium deluxes. But at the end of the day, when you're using them, you're still going to be buffing one type of element. So it just like the amount of teams that exist that she wants to go on is pretty narrow. Like, you could put her on the fire team. You could put her on the like the curse team. You could probably put her on the nuclear team, but the nuclear team does kind of like the elemental accuracy that's provided by the other one, and she doesn't really do that. Maybe this is just a big enough damage bonus where it's good on the nuclear team if you're running like literally, you know, Leon, Vino, and Makoto. But I'm not like instantly blown away with this. It feels like there's a lot of text going on. But it really just kind of narrows her down, is what it feels like to me. I don't feel like I'm blown away, and she's probably going to be stuck at A0 for a very, very long time. And honestly, her A1's not incredibly good. The thing that she will have is, because she's A5, she will have higher stats, and higher stats means she's going to be the best stat stick for your team. Also, just the fact it's probably going to be easier for her to hit 5,000 attack, and I don't know what her weapons do yet, so maybe her weapons can add a pretty powerful effect on top of this that will make it seem worth it. But I mean, like, once you get to 4 cocktails and then you start with a premium, and then every time you get 3 cups, you get a 4th one automatically. Like, this is actually pretty great. I think that because now, right, whatever it is, you have another, I don't know, what's the math? It's 24 times 4. Right? So you're getting like 96%, and that's happening at the same speed, because every time you would get your 3rd, you also actually just get a 4th. So I think that does make it pretty good. But right now, she just seems a little too narrow in terms of the teams that she's really good with. I don't feel like she'll have enough of an impact, but this might be something that's like insane for increasing your maximum damage for leaderboards. But unless you're chasing the top 50 guild spots, I don't really see this being necessary, if I'm being honest. This feels like kind of, I don't know. Like, does the fire team really want this that bad? Maybe, because the thing is, the fire team does attack with multiple units. If you're only attacking with 1 unit, the AoE aspect of this doesn't seem super crazy cool. But maybe the fact that this is just an elucidator, that it gives you a huge damage increase, is good enough. But right now, I'm not necessarily sold. She feels like a skip to me. But I mean, that doesn't mean I'm skipping her. I'm still going to pull for her, but we will see. I will have more information when she actually comes out. She is a very cool character. Like, I like this whole idea of she's getting everyone drunk. It doesn't seem like she's giving them mocktails. They're definitely called cocktails. Although I wonder if in the game they will be called mocktails. I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, that's all for this one. Phoebe should be coming out in just under a week here. Very cool character. Like, I'm excited to get her. I hope she gets an actual a non-elucidator role character as well. But until then, we'll find out. Keep in mind, we're also getting another elucidator at 2.0 for the new story character, right? So I really don't think we're going to already have a 3rd one, and this would be a 4th one, and it's a premium. I don't see this being a vital part of your team, but maybe I'm wrong, and maybe she's your favorite character and you want her. Maybe she's your waifu because she's the most tempting romantic partner you can get, right? I don't know. You do you. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Per platypus is per platypus. I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.